Dear friends, we will start our lecture number 30. This might be the last of the theory, then we will continue the question or internal test or likewise practical work. But we will see the adrenal gland now. Our lecture number 30 will be continued here. So adrenal medulla, last time we have seen adrenal glands. So adrenal medulla includes the gland which is adjacent to the renal organ, that is kidney, are called as adrenal gland, and adrenal medulla and adrenal cortex are the external and internal parts of the gland. So this consists of many large columnar cells, generally called as chromaffin cells. This actually we have seen this in last lecture, but again I am going to repeat it to understand better for you. So chromaffin cells, these synthesize and secrete catecholamines. There are also some ganglion cells which are also observed. Blood from throughout the adrenal gland collects into large medullary veins to exit the gland. And second B part includes the adrenal cortex. The adrenal cortex consists of three concentric zones of steroid synthesizing cells called the glomerulosa, fasciculata and reticularis. So these are the three zones of the adrenal cortex. Although the boundaries between these two zones are indistinct, each of these zones has a characteristic arrangement of the cells. Now we will see the histological structure of the adrenal gland, that is transverse section of adrenal gland. It includes at the anterior end of the kidneys and are two in number. Transverse section passing through the adrenal gland shows that it is composed of outer vertically striated yellow colored cortex, inner soft and highly vascular and dark brown medulla. The entire gland is covered by fibrous capsule which septa into the cortex and divides it into four zones, that is zona glomerulosa. This zone is found below the capsule. It comprises of columnar cells. This zone controls the mineral and water balance of the body and also fat and carbohydrate absorption. The active hormone is deoxycorticosterone, which is not under pituitary control. Second is zona fasciculata. This is zona fasciculata, second zone. This first zone we have seen the capsule, outer capsule. Then below the capsule, first zone is zona glomerulosa. Second is zona fasciculata, and third is zona reticularis. And at the base there are chromaffin cells, and therefore this layer forms the medulla, and the whole these three layers are called as cortex. So two layer cortex and medulla are the two layers. Cortex include these three layers: zona glomerulosa, zona fasciculata and zona reticularis. This zone secretes sex hormones. Medulla has irregularly disposed cells. It contains elastic fibers and sinusoids, or we can say large blood spaces. Medulla cells have granular cytoplasm which takes dark stain with osmic vapor. So this is the structure of adrenal gland, and transverse section shows the cellular arrangements and these spaces, and this is the capsule, cortex and medulla. In some, medullary cells or medulla cells are chromaffin bodies or paraganglia cells. Then cortex has mesodermal origin. and medulla has neuroectodermal origin and has abundant blood supply. So cortex have maximum blood supply, whereas these promethazine cells have some definitely blood supply there, but they may have paraganglion. So adrenal glands secretes adrenocorticotropic hormone. We will see one by one hormone secreted by the adrenal medulla. Adrenaline or epinephrine is the hormone secreted by the adrenal medulla. So adrenaline or epinephrine prepares the body for fight or flight, for these three things, and has many effects. Which effects? Action of heart increase, rate and depth of breathing increased, then metabolic rate increased, force of muscular contraction improves, onset of muscular fatigue delayed, then blood supply to the bladder and intestines reduced, their muscular walls relax, the sphincters contract. So these are the effects which are due to the secretion of the hormone adrenaline or epinephrine in the vertebrate or human body, we can say. Second is noradrenaline or norepinephrine. So its effects are constriction of small blood vessels leading to increase in blood pressure. Increased blood flow through the coronary artery which supplies blood to the heart and slowing of heart rate. So noradrenaline or norepinephrine, we can say in short, reducing the activities or increasing the blood pressures. Or next one is to increase the rate and depth of breathing. Then it also causes or leads to relaxation of the smooth muscle in the intestinal walls. So these are the effects. Now the hormones secreted by adrenal cortex and their functions. Prior to that, we will see these are the kidneys, and at the head of kidney there are the adrenal glands. Therefore the name is the renal glands which are adjacent to the kidney or renal organs are called as adrenal glands. Very simple. First, mineralocorticoid hormones, or example aldosterone, because mineralocorticoid hormones includes many hormones. One of them is aldosterone hormone. It regulates or it causes regulation of salt and water balance in the kidney. Hypersecretion of aldosterone decreases the potassium in the body, affecting nerve impulse transmission and leading to muscular paralysis. So hypersecretion also decreases the potassium level in the body. This is the first. Second, corticosteroid. It includes glucocorticoids, example cortisol or cortisone or corticosterone. These are the hormones responsible for to maintain the corticosteroids in the body. So it causes or it leads to or it performs the functions like utilization of carbohydrate, fat and protein by the body, then normal response to the stress, then anti-inflammatory effects, and hypersecretion of cortisol results in Cushing's syndrome. So Cushing's syndrome is nothing but the abnormality in the renal or functioning. So this is the hypersecretion which causes Cushing's syndrome. Now third one is androgens. Generally we call it as the male hormones. The adrenal cortex secretes precursors to androgens such as testosterone. In sexually mature males, this source is so much lower than that of the testes that it is probably of little physiological significance. However, excessive production of adrenal androgens can cause premature puberty in young boys. In females, the adrenal cortex is a major source of androgens. Their hypersecretion may produce a masculine pattern of body hair and cessation of menstruation. So this one is the effects in female that we have seen on the secretion of androgens, and we have concised and completed our syllabus, I think, here. So questions which comes to the examination as a multiple choice questions, and as usual I will tell you that the objective questions are here, and among the multiple choice answers highlighted is the answer of the question. So corpus luteum secretes the hormone progesterone. Generally, menstrual cycle occurs after every 28 days. Chromaffin cells of adrenal medulla secretes epinephrine and norepinephrine. Zona glomerulosa secretes aldosterone. We have seen the histology in our previous speech, and it secretes the aldosterone hormone. Zona fasciculate of adrenal secretes cortisol hormone. About 35 ml of blood lost during menstrual cycle in a normal female. Dash dash is the master endocrine gland. I told you in the very first lecture of the endocrine gland, pituitary gland is the master gland of the endocrine system. Testosterone is secreted by Leydig cells. Alpha cells, dash dash is the answer, is the alpha cells of a pancreas secrete the hormone glucagon. Then beta cells of pancreas secretes the hormone insulin. Then luteinizing hormone stimulates the Leydig cells to secrete testosterone. So testosterone secretion is caused by Leydig cells due to the stimulation of luteinizing hormone. Dash dash stimulate the Sertoli cells. Follicle stimulating hormone stimulate the Sertoli cells. Estrogen forms from testosterone by the Sertoli cells. Estrogen dash dash is essential for spermiogenesis. Growth hormone GH are necessary for controlling the background metabolic functions of the testes. The Sertoli cells produce the hormone inhibin, which is released into the blood when the sperm count is too high. The dash dash cells, chief cells of the parathyroid, secrete a hormone called as parathyroid hormone or PTH or parathormone. 18th, parathormone or parathyroid hormone inhibits collagen synthesis by osteoblast or osteoclast, or synthesis by osteoblast and bone resorption by osteoclast. Osteoblast हाडांच्या osteoclast. The osteo means bone, both bones actually, both bones. But here the collagen synthesis is there and resorption is by the osteoclast. So these are the two answers. Thyroid gland is the largest endocrine gland in adult human. Dash dash two lateral lobes of thyroid gland joined together by a narrow bridge of tissues called as isthmus, or we can say the two lobes of thyroid gland are joined by isthmus. So this is about the complete endocrine glands, and the chapter is concised here along with the objective questions, and the syllabus is likely to be going to end here, but we will continue our lecture with some questions or internal test series that will continue in the next period. Now we will concise today's speech here. See you.